Hello, I'm Mitch Penal. Today I bring you another video. Today we're continuing the Kroot Scrap Mech Army. Starting with the first of the two Castellans, I'm going for a more ranged approach. This one will be ranged, the second one will be destruction. So let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. And if you do enjoy, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And leave a comment down below to what you want to see me build or add to this army. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? Starting this kitbash, I grabbed the Castellan robots, Kroot carnivores, and of course, a Tau Empire broadside battlesuit. With these three kits, they will fuse into a glorious amalgamation of Kroot tomfoolery. My goal for this army is basically Kroot and orcs mixed together in a way. It's Kroot that are actually smart enough to understand basic engineering and how things function by, well, they've either consumed a engineer Tau or tech priest. Specifically the brains. I'm not going into all whatchamacallit. But my goal here is to basically build the Castellan to standardized build. Basic, simple, then modify. Now my first modification is to the arms. Simply put it, arms that don't sit well straight. They just don't. They don't look good. There's no posability. You're looking at the kit. I originally thought you could pose the arms. No, not an option. So with the rifle, I first remove the ammo, the magazine, I guess, and then remove this like scope thing at the top. I don't know what it is. It's just an extra detail thing. I will probably use it on another build. What build that will be, I don't know. Or it could be basing bits, I don't know. We'll see where it ends up. But I removed that, giving me just the barrel. Now originally I was going to leave the ammo at the bottom of the rifle, thinking, yep, that'll work, good enough. Then I realized, wait, that's not going to work if I'm going to have this dude laying down, so I strap it to the side. Which I'll eventually get there, but I'm a slow builder, and during this process, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. This is the first time for me. I've never touched a broadside, I've never touched a Castellan, so learning this stuff was a bit of a pain, but I managed to get to work. I severed the shoulder, like at the elbow, well, just a bit above the elbow for the arm. I originally tried to think how was I going to attach a handle to this, then realized that's not going to happen. So I attached the rifle directly to the hand, to the forearm. Then made a second hand so I could work it so it could hold the barrel. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, you can't play that, it's a line of sight advantage or whatnot. I say I'm playing disadvantage. Any part you see of this model, you can hit. You hit the front of it, you disable his rifle. Now he's got disadvantage on firing. Fine by me. He gets cloaked though, and it can only fire from the main base. So if he can see you from the main base, then it can shoot. Not from the end of the barrel, no, it's going to be main base. So if it's sitting at an intersection, why I'm putting it there, I don't know. I can shoot in any direction from the intersection. But if I'm down an alley, I can only shoot up the alley from the main base. That's the kind of rule set I'm thinking. I'm going to go by standard broadside rules. I can't remember if broadside has cloaking or not. If it does, that would help. If it doesn't, I'll homebrew it. But yeah. And so far, I think for the Kroot army, well, technically this will be two broadsides, because I'll use the other parts of the broadside to make another one. But we'll get about that in the next video, or video after, I'm not sure, I don't know. But, leave suggestions to what else we should try and convert into a scrappy Kroot mech suit down in the comments down below. Now, building this thing, it actually was it's a nice model, I'll admit. The posability of the legs is phenomenal. I wish more kits were like this. The belly, like torso, stomach, it's alright. It could be better, but for what it is, Works out great. Legs look great. Arms need work. Arms are the only issue I have with this thing. Otherwise, perfectly fine. Now, if you just realize there's a massive saturation boost, I don't know why my editing software decided not to saturate anything like I normally do it, so it's actually easy to see. But it's saturated. It worked now. Cool. I get the arms in position, roughly, so they all fit together and work. Now, if you're noticing there's a lot of in there and it's a lot of focusing on my hand, I can't get my camera to stop it and just focus on what's going on behind it, but it is autofocus, so I can't help much with that. Now, as you can see, I'm just trying to get these arms to actually work. That's my main concern at the moment, because they're being a righto pain. I get one arm sorted, but then the barrel's too long, so I gotta move him back so the barrel is semi-rested up on something. And so I use this Ambot shield that I'll attach to the shoulder. Now, Ambot shield is a bit of my bits box, so I didn't exactly know what it was when I originally found it, but I figured it out by the time of recording, so, well, I say recording, the time of recording this voiceover. I found out what it was. It's the Ambot's, like, back shoulder shield thing. I think it's a shield generator, I'm not 100% sure. Looks cool, worked out well enough for what I needed. I also took this what is it? This ballista, I think it's a ballista? Tripod or bipod stand thing to use as the front bipod of the rifle. And it worked out well. Now this chest armor thing I attach and spent so long getting into place, I just tear it off because you can't see it. It's a pointless piece of plastic. I do eventually tear it off. I also take this rifle, I scratch it down, clean it up, stick it in the back, stick it on the hip. So my idea is, if this dude somehow loses his mech, he can jump out and run like a knight pilot, and just run off with a rifle. Is that canonically able to work? Probably not. Will I play it like that? Probably. Will people get pissed? Probably. Will I tell them to get over it? Yes. Now, working on this inner stuff, I didn't realize how much of a pain it will be to paint this model, this little Kroot dude, inside the mech suit when I did it. Next one will have bits where I can sort of get it in and paint it properly, the way I want it to, with ease, but it is definitely paint these dudes first, then worry about the rest. Like, you paint it, mask it up, then continue on. Didn't do that, I painted him last, it was a mistake, should never do it. Don't recommend it. My next Castellan will definitely have a way to paint this dude first, then seal him away, so he doesn't have to be in the line of spray. I also have him with one arm down at his side, probably touching controls or something inside the suit, and one arm out trying to push a button on the rifle. And I'm saying that computer can link up with his drones, specifically the spotter drone or sight or marker drone or whatever the hell it is. The one with like the lenses and everything on it can link up to that. So I can use that as a spotter, ping a location of an enemy, take aim, fire. That's my idea. I like the idea of that, and that's what I'm going to go with. Now I do glue this guy to the base using plastic cement because I don't want him to go anywhere. He's not going anywhere. This is how I'm going to do it. You will notice there is a clear base up ahead in front of him. That's literally just to hold the barrel up because otherwise it won't stay. I attached this like optic thing I found. I don't even know where the hell that's from. I generally don't. I found it in my base box. My best guess, it's someone off a knight, maybe? I don't know, and I just found a random tube. Took off the mounting point for the gun, the Castellan's like shoulder mounted gun. And just took that off, and then I just strapped the gun to the other side. Worked good enough for me. And I'm happy with it. But a lot of this model is, well, figuring where things go, because I have no idea most of the time. I eventually get it when I'm happy-ish. Now you will realize the machine gun is aimed down. That's because I feel a lower profile is better, and having shiny pieces of brass in the air don't seem to be the best option. And I also attached these exhaust pipes I got from the Warhound Knights, the Chaos Knight of Chaos Armager. Is it the Armager? Yeah, the Armager. And then I worked it into this sort of sitting in the back here, so it actually lines up pretty well. So it's, yes, it is somehow creating exhaust fumes. I don't know how, it just is. And then I strapped the broadside shoulder pad to it, and then slowly carved away this back Mechanicus symbol and strapped the shield generator to it. This is what it turns out to look like with facing and all that done. I just chucked on some rocks, some plaster rocks and texture paste. But other than that, it looks really good. I also, and some cork, yeah, that too. But I'm really happy with it. And let's get into painting, shall we? Scratched it, I'm not timing very well. I like the look of it. It's very, well, it gives off very scrappy, stuck together. So painting, let's get into this. Model Air, Dark Earth. I use this for an earthy base tone. I just got these kits from Vallejo's, what are they, AFS or AFA set from a US Army camo, desert camo paint set. Worked like a treat. I used it, you'll see in the top left. There is the drones I paint up as well. One is a missile one, and the other one is a marksman or marker or target or whatever it is. Model Air, US Desert Sand. I use this to highlight everything, and then I'll come in with a yellowish brown to tint it all to how I want it, and it'll be all glorious. I did just basically do a crappy Xenophor with this because that's all I needed. And that was on both for like the drones and all. So it worked out pretty well. Model Air, US Earth Yellow. Sprayed it on top, giving me that yellowy sand vibe. I like it a lot. I could have taken it brighter, but I said no. I'm happy with my model. It works out great. Looks great. Though, my only complaint is, again, the Kroot. The Kroot, dude, I should have painted first, masked him up, and then painted over him. Using model color, white glaze, I paint the Kroot white. Should have left him white in the beginning, but no. I had to make shit hard for myself. Because I'm an idiot, as most probably get. A lot of this is tedious work. I also use it for the lenses of the drones. I only paint the front lenses because the other ones just look at decorations. Game color, fluorescent blue. I spray along the barrel because I don't know if this is a plasma railgun or like a magnetic one. All I know is that either way, I'm gonna have some LEDs along it. Worst case scenario is plasma. Best case scenario, it's LEDs. It's like glowing from the inside before it fires. Why it's doing that, I don't know. And then I hit the shield generator with it. Didn't do as well as I thought it would have, but did well enough. Citadel base, Caldor Sky. Using this as a base coat for the Kroot. I might try and just go to the secondary color I use, which is and not bother with this one because you can't really see it, but we will see in the future. A lot of this is very tedious. This is a terrible model to paint, I will be honest. I should have left the guns off. The gun off, not the guns. The gun and the arms off. Citadel layer, Techless blue. Using this as a highlight. It looks pretty good, but I could have done better. And then I just go highlight after highlight until I get to where I'm happy with. Because it turns out these things are very pale. Like a blue pale is what which is what you need for these dudes, which is a bit weird. Now that's my opinion, but it is a bit weird. A bit weird. Citadel layer, techless blue, and model color white glaze, making a more pale blue. I continue highlighting. Now keep this techless and white blue mixture off to the side because you'll be needing it later on. If you're planning on recreating this paint scheme or whatever, yeah, definitely keep this to the side because you'll need it. Model Air US Desert Armor. I use this for the beak or mouth, depending on who you ask, because it really fits well with the whole Kroot aesthetic, and I'm happy with the way it looks. It looks really well with my my Kroot Tech Priest, and would absolutely recommend using it. And it worked like a treat, worked like great. More white glaze to the techless blue. Now that techless blue paint mix you had earlier, now to bring it back, add some more white to it so you can continue painting and highlighting. The reason I took a break is because the paint was still wet and I just want to get stuff done. I was impatient. I do not recommend doing that if you're actually going to paint this properly. But I'm army building, so it's fine to go a little bit crazy and sort of fix this stuff up and figure it out what the hell I'm doing. Citadel Base, Lead Belcher, Army Painter, Matte Black. Mixing these two 50-50 with water, I make it sort of a metallic contrast, or glaze, just metallics. Spread it across the lot. Anything that's going to be metal stays metal, or anything that's going to be metal gets painted. Anything that's not doesn't get painted. It gets splash over, which I'm fine with, because it could just be battle damage or getting blasted by sand. Now you'll notice there's no rust on this one. That's because I chose not to. Citadel Base, Corn Red. Using Corn Red, I base coat anything I want red. The color scheme for this, like the insignias for this, is red and sand, or red and white. Sort of mixing of both. The sand one are the stealth troops. The sand colored ones are the stealth troops. And the white ones are more auxiliary or support. Citadel Contrast, striking Scorpion Green. I hit the computer with this to make that monitor glow. I don't know if you can see it very well on the reveals, but it is glowing. That was the goal, and that's what I did. Even though I can't seem to paint it very well. What the hell was I doing? Here we go. Model color, white glaze. That's white glaze and Blood Angel's red contrast. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's Blood Angel's contrast. I'll try and edit that before this goes up, but I am doing this very quickly. So how many hours do I have left? Ooh. Like if that. This could be a bit of a pain to get out, but we'll see if I can get this out. Citadel Base, Dryad Bark. Using this, I base coat the headband thing. You've got one side that's got the little like antenna thing, which I'm fine with. The other side doesn't, and then I hit anything that's leather on the model, which ain't much. Leather and wood, that's it. Citadel Base, Dryad Bark, Glorious Gold. I use this combination of brown and gold to make a nice like a brass or brassy color. For, well, the brass. Casings of the ammunition. Could I put some lead belcher along the tips to make them, well, steel cores? Possibly, but I didn't. I'm not that smart. I'm a dumbass Warhammer YouTuber. I'm not that clever. There are much smarter YouTubers out there. Game color, moon yellow. I use moon yellow for the eyes, I think you get the second one, you see, or somewhat. Yeah, just like sort of tap it in. Slight brush stroke, worked all right. Did it differently to how I did the tech breeze. The tech breeze, I did way too much water and it just got everywhere. Model Air, aged white. I use this as dry brush on everything. All the bases got a good dry brush, and that's how that, and then I paint the bases. Final results. Here are the final results. Drones are up the top left, main body in the main. I'm very happy with this. There are definitely things I could change and do better, specifically the Kroot and how I painted him. But other than that, I'm really happy with this model. Considering it's like one of the beginning models of the army, it's literally the second one of the army. There are definitely room for improvement, and this is definitely a learning curve. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And I hope you all have a great day or evening, night, whenever you watch this. Time is weird. All right, bye.